I'm challenging myself to drive 10,000 miles this year in my 42-year-old Audi Quattro, so the first thing I did was I jumped in the car and drove 700 miles to the furthest western point in the continental United States known as Cape Flattery. But not everything went to plan. Turns out my alternator belt wasn't down for the drive, but I'm usually pretty prepared, so I had a few ready to go. Should have brought a towel to kneel on. All right, got my baby toolbox out. Where's my 13? I don't know if there's much more I can do right now without fully laying on the ground. I've already got some mud on my white sweater. I visited a Japanese cemetery in the middle of the woods, and that was pretty cool. People left flowers and some coins. There's some bottles of sake out. Who knew this was out here? But then my car wouldn't start. This is not good. This is the most problems I've had with the car in one day. Come on. Oh, thank God. I skipped a few stops to make up for the lost time, and I ended up at the world's largest oyster. It's definitely as lame as it sounds. It kind of just looks like a giant piece of concrete. So I kept driving until I hit Gville, and that was a pretty magical experience. Just as the sun was about to go down, the road ended. So I walked for 20 minutes until I could go no further, and I watched the sunset from the observation deck. Well, I can't believe it. 11 hours later, I actually did it. I stayed the night in a shack near Gville, and it actually ended up being pretty cozy. The next morning, I drove home with no issues, but not before going over this 4-mile bridge in Astoria. So now I just need to figure out what to do with the next 9,273 miles. Mexico?